Episode 8 of Pluribus begins with Manousos waking up in hospital. He's not happy with the join taking him from the jungle, so he holds the doctor up at knife point and heads out into the reception area. Manousos doesn't want freebies and asks for a receipt for the hospital fees. He also adds an ambulance to the bill too. He soon leaves the hospital, reinvigorated when he learns he's in Panama. He's still not 100%, but he takes an ambulance and continues on his way. Meanwhile, Carol makes a drink for Zoja, but things are super awkward between them. They eventually decide to play some card games, but Carol has been starved of any sort of social interactions, so she's not quite sure how to play this interaction. All the rest of the joined are back in town now too, and Zoja explains that they don't believe in ownership. Everything is shared and they all sleep together under one roof, which happens to be a stadium nearby. They obviously don't kill animals like we already knew, but they also don't usher an animal away either. When pets become attached to their owners, they stay by their side and the joined look after them. Carol even sleeps alongside the joined that night too. Now it becomes clear that her way of finding out information is to use a much softer touch, and it works an absolute treat. Not only does Carol learn that trains are used to transport food around the country, she also learns that whatever individuals feel, the hive mind also picks up on this. The joined are actually building a giant antenna and intend to use all the power in the world to send a signal to Kepler 22b. This explains those blackouts earlier in the season and why all the power at Carol's has been taken off the central grid. This planet is actually 640 light years from Earth, but the joined, like a virus, are determined to spread as fast as they possibly can. So when they're done with our planet, they'll focus on other planets next. It's a clever ruse, and Carol continues this charade the next day. After playing croquet with Zoja, Carol is invited out to an old diner, one that's been renovated and patched back up again. It actually burnt down in a fire, so they've remodeled the whole thing just for Carol. This is pretty overwhelming for our protagonist, given the place is where she used to cut her teeth writing. She gushes about how she used to work, and she's shocked that the joint have built it back up again. However, in the middle of everything, Carol leaves the diner silently and heads back home again. When Zoja heads back, Carol confronts her. She knows all of this is a ruse to distract her, and Zoja eventually admits that yes, they are aware that she hasn't given up on finding a way to stop them. Now Carol is vulnerable and admits that she'll do everything she can, even if it means being on her own again. And just like that, Zoja leans forward and kisses her. The pair do eventually end up sleeping together, and in the morning Carol is actually working, writing away on her typewriter. She's decided to switch her protagonist, Raban, over to being a woman now. The duo gush over the book's plot and even cook food together. However, Zoja realises that Carol's world is about to be changed forever, given Manousos is almost at her house. So Pluribus returns in this episode, focusing almost exclusively on Carol after seeing Manousos back on his way again. The change tactic for Carol to soften and use kindness to find out information is a nice touch, and shows that she's finally starting to understand how to get the answers she needs from the joined. The show manages to deliver a solid amount of plot development this time, at least in the context of this show anyway, through the whiteboard and the reveal about Kepler 22b. It'll be really interesting to see how that dynamic changes once Manousos reaches Carol, because you can tell from Zoja's face that she knows it means trouble. However, it's intriguing that we get this included right as Zoja was talking about her memories of mango ice cream, and then she just suddenly stopped. Could it be that her happy memories are what might snap her out of the hive mind? Either way, there are plenty of questions going into the finale, so roll on to the next episode. Thanks for watching, and do let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Smash a like or subscribe to the channel, your support is very much appreciated. I'm Greg Wheeler, and from all of us over here at The Review Geek, we'll see you on the next video.